Hey YouTube, it's Princess Diana. Just wanted to come in today and kind of talk about. Um, I was somewhere and somebody came to me that they know me, and sometimes people they'll ask for. I think they just wanted somebody to take their side because it wasn't advice. This person had is divorced. Probably been divorced for probably about a year now, and so a lot of people when they first get divorced, it can be a little, unless y'all are like the best co-parents in the world, and they had a child, of course. Unless y'all are the best co-parenters in the world, it can be a little bumpy. Y'all have to get used to each other's ways without each other. I want y'all to think about how y'all were before y'all were not together. Really think about who this person was before, so you can kind of know what to expect from them. Like, not be surprised, because it's weird to me how people they split up in any capacity, and then, like, especially if you've been with a person for years and you acting like you have no clue that this person was gonna be would be this way. And I get some stuff is a surprise, and I get it. So it was a thing to where the person was saying that the mom was kind of complaining about the mom, saying that it's her week. They have different weeks, and it was just, how can I say this enough, because I don't like putting people's business, even though y'all don't know the person. I just don't like to go into detail about things. But at the end of the day, they have their weeks, and one parent kind of probably forgot and mixed their week up. Things happen. But one thing, as a parent that's been a single parent for a while, with not as much help from the other person, even when we were in the relationship. That's why we're not in a relationship anymore. Let's see. I'm used to sacrificing. Sometimes you just have to do what you gotta do. So for the child. So the other person was like, hey, it's this person's week. I don't care what they got going on. They should have planned, this and that, or whatever they had going on, when it was their week, when it was the person's from work's week, I'm gonna say that. And I was like, I hear you. I don't want to play devil's advocate. I'm just kind of looking like, man, I was doing everything. What are you talking about? Like, I get it. If you can co-parent, y'all, please, you gotta learn how to. You can ask for advice and stuff, and I put any rings on my finger, y'all. Anyways, you can ask for advice from other people and everything, but doesn't mean they're gonna always agree. And I would hope that that person didn't take offense. But I was just like, honey, I'm doing doggone it, dang on it, everything. So what are you complaining about? All you have to do, if you know that this person isn't, not saying to not, kind of get on to the person and be like, hey, like, I do this and do that, you know what I'm saying? And then I need for you to do this, and then let me know, at least give me 2 to 3 weeks notice of what you got planned. You don't have to tell me all the detail, but if you know you're gonna go out of town or whatever, then you need to let me know, right? So y'all gotta figure it out. But if the baby is in sports or anything like that, and they need to go to practice and stuff, like, don't play the blame game. Somebody's got to do it. Just do it. Somebody has to do it if you want the baby to be successful in whatever it is. Or you just gotta do it. If this person, surprises you, and if you don't have anything going on, I'm not saying that person is busy, so I can understand their frustration. I really can, but I mean, I've been busy sometimes. I've had things to do, and thank goodness I had my parents, in the same city that I'm in, or near the city that I'm in. So thank goodness for that. That helped me out a lot. So I don't think they do. And so if that's the case, if y'all don't have y'all parents around and y'all are in the same city or whatever, y'all just try your best to work together. It's not even worth. Anytime you feel like arguing, I want you to think about your child. I want you to not focus on the other person. I want you to think about your child. This has helped me be the bigger person, or, a responsible mom or parent. I'm going to say parent in general. And when I did that, the other person, someone trying to call, the other person became a more what, I don't want to say a better parent. I'm gonna say a better, easier co-parenter, if that makes sense. Like, they are more participatory. What do you call it? What's the word? Participatory. Y'all, if that's a word, I hope it is. They participated more as a easy co-parent. Like, the arguments became few. The arguments later became none. So sometimes you might have to be the bigger person, the more calm person and stuff like that. And it's okay, y'all. It's really just ego at the end of the day. And people thinking about themselves and stuff like that. Let's think about our kids, our children, if you have them. And this is, even if you don't have children, I would listen to this too. I would prepare yourself, because you're going to be dealing with another person, regardless of if you're married to them, if y'all have ever been in a relationship, depending on what y'all got going on. Y'all had a baby. Y'all laid down. Y'all had that child. Take care of that child. If y'all decided to, you decided to have a child, take care of the child together. Stop making it so hard on each other. Be there for each other. One parent, may need some help. Like, help that person. It's not even that serious, y'all. I'm about to put my mascara on. I'm trying not to look too crazy in front of y'all, but yeah, just there's nothing wrong with y'all helping each other out sometimes. Now, don't, and if you, whatever, either parent, selfishness, it has to go. Selfishness has to go. It has to go. Lower your ego down. And if you think about your child first, then I think everything will be fine. Don't y'all agree? Let me know if your parents, if you're good co-parenters, share. And what are some things, share some things that you all do to make, the easy transition. Because at the end of the day, y'all, your child is looking at y'all acting crazy, hearing y'all acting crazy in arguments and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure they can feel the tension, in whatever room or space you're in, okay? I'm pretty sure they can feel that. So just watch yourself. I tell you, some people, and this is for us individuals, I feel like lucky or blessed enough, whatever you want to say, to have a mom, a grandma, my aunts that kept me, really kept my mind in check. They, like my mom, she would say stuff like, hey, it's not about y'all. It's not about y'all. Meaning me and my son's father. It's not about y'all. Y'all got to think about him. Think about him. She would remind me that all the time. And it helped to rebalance me, get me recalibrated, because you can get emotional and stuff like that, y'all, especially if y'all been in a relationship for years. If you haven't been in a relationship, you know what I'm saying, y'all don't even know each other for real. Why don't y'all get to know each other? Why don't y'all get to know each other? Get to know this person you laid down with. Maybe it was just a one night thing. I didn't have this situation. I knew this, we were dating, we were together in a relationship and everything like that. And then, we got pregnant. And and we were together for a while, some years. And we weren't as mature. Ooh, I can talk to y'all about maturity. Maturity in a relationship, like you as an individual being mature, it takes, oh my God, y'all, you gotta lower your ego. But when you are young, honey, just know, if you decide, or you just have if you're pregnant right now, if y'all are in the pregnancy phase right now, just know, unless y'all are the calmest, most peaceful people in the world, maturity is everything. Start working on being more mature. If you are in your 20s, if you're in your teens, I don't even know what to tell you. Just I hope, and if hopefully you all have decent parents or guardians or somebody that's elder to you that can kind of like help with some good sense. If you don't have somebody with good sense, you better find a positive influence. I don't want to say influencer, but that's what I guess we're on here, and that's what we do, so the person better be speaking positivity into your life. Whether you see this person online, it's positivity, no negativity. We done with that. All that drama stuff, stop listening to that stuff, because you need to be the best that you can be for your child, that baby that has not come into the world yet. Most people, I ain't saying everybody, most people when they're young, the selfishness thing, and then you were just a teenager, so your transitioning is kind of fast when you decide to go ahead and have a child, whether you planned on having it or not. But when that baby is in the womb and it's growing, at that point y'all was deciding to have that child. When that baby comes to the earth, comes out, whatever, y'all decided at that point, or that one person decided, whatever, it doesn't matter. The baby is here, okay? And it is on y'all to take care of that little baby. Kind of do it like that, y'all. Don't mind the stuff that's in the back. It's important for us to, be focused on, when you focus on a child and first, then everything else will kind of work out. And it can, if y'all focus on the child, both of y'all focus on the child, it'll actually probably build, I'm thinking, I can bet on it, it'll build you all's bond. You focus on the child's livelihood, just whatever, health and all this stuff, this livelihood, just, their safety, whatever they need in life. And then you can get to laugh at little cute things they do together, all this stuff. And then why don't y'all, in between those moments of joy, because of y'all's beautiful child, or whatever the child is going through, y'all bond over that, okay? Everybody didn't have the best experience. I'm gonna say with the child could have whatever going on, right? You just never know how the child's gonna come here. You need all the support you can get. If you are a father, please support the mother of your child. If you're a mother, please allow that father And these are if these people are sane and stable, and you know they cool, they all right. Like they might not be the love of your life, but they're cool. Like let's allow that man to be in their child's life, okay? Because you, like I said, you can get so emotional and wrapped up in your own feelings about things that doesn't have anything to do with their child, okay? This person is not, if they're not abusive to y'all, or you know, just not abusive to y'all, and stuff like that. Now, if y'all feel like y'all are so immature and somebody is so emotional and they got some issues, maybe y'all shouldn't be together, like in a relationship. But if the person is not, you know, trying to beat, abuse, and do all kind of crazy stuff to y'all, I mean, let the person be in the life, okay? Y'all do better for your child. Think about your child. You say you love your child. If you say you love your child, if anybody says they love their child, I want them to show me proof that you love them. Every single day, you're gonna have to sacrifice for your child, or I just got one. So if you have multiple children, you need to sacrifice for each and every one of them. You gotta make time for each and every one of them. That's just how it goes. You know, if you want to be the best for your children or your child, and you just gotta be there for each and every one of them. Give each and every one of them a little bit of your time, as much time as you can. You know, if you got multiple kids, try to get them together as a group. And that's for the ones who got multiple kids with multiple, you know, people. You did that. Don't blame anybody for any child support or anything like that. You did that. We cannot control what people decide to do. Me and mine, we decided to go the route of, hey, we figured out things without the court system and without the child support thing. I just let him know what I need help with, and it's for my child. He knows I get it to my son. That's me. Like, don't think about yourself. Think about that child. Okay? Think about that child. That child is up under you for 17, 18 years. Just think about that child. That's it. And after that, it's up to you not to have no more kids if you don't want to have no more kids, okay? It's on you. You gotta be more responsible. If you had all these kids, you can't control. I'm saying the woman, because usually the woman is putting the man on child support. You cannot control. We know that. It's social media is everywhere. There's always a possibility she will put you on child support. We know that. You got to use this up here, y'all. You got to use this. Okay? Even some women are getting put on child support now. Come on, man. When you have a child, there's all kind of things that can happen. So you got to keep this in mind. You have to keep this stuff in mind, y'all. Don't get all crazy and out of sorts because, oh my God, like, they're being mean. They're putting me in this situation. Like, you didn't even know this person. You lay down, you know, without any protection on, more than likely, I'm guessing. And this person, unless this person did some tricky stuff, it was a show where this woman was doing some stuff, but I don't advise. Please don't do no crap like that, y'all. Like y'all doing something. It had Gabrielle Union. It was actually a good show too, y'all. I wish you would make another season. It had Gabrielle Union on it, and then it had, which was my crush for a little while, my TV crush, was this Omari Hardwick. I think he's a little handsome guy. But anyways, he's married. So what was I gonna say? Yeah, she was doing some crazy stuff in there. She didn't let the guy know what she was doing. She wanted to have a child by this one guy, I believe, and she was saving his produce. She was saving his produce in the fridge, y'all. But I'll come back and I'll make some of this. The child comes first, and yeah, focus on the child. So, all right, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. Getting in here. All right. Like, comment, and subscribe. Princess Diana.